Welcome to RHPK round number 6 here at Rye-House Kart Raceway. This is the grid walk with myself, Chris McCarthy. Thank you for joining us on the grid. Right, on the front row, let's get straight into it. We have Custom Rods here. They are in the number 2, of course. They qualified on pole by just over a tenth from DAD. And we're going to speak to these guys because they have actually just moved up into the super class. Hello, guys. Straight into the supers, onto the front row. It's not bad.
Very good, actually, yeah. Well impressed. But long race in front of us. So be nice if we can stay there, definitely.
You spent a lot of laps out there when perhaps you didn't need to spend as many as you did. What was the plan? What was the thinking there?
Just try and catch the boys in front. Just try and get that half a tenth, if we could, any closer. But it never happened, but there you go. We're happy where we are.
Were you happy with the consistency you showed in the sessions? You think you've got it now for the 4 hours?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, without a doubt. It all stays together in one piece. Keep it on the island.
Thanks for speaking to us. Let's move on. We got Spectre Racing, J&D Racing. What's this? Hashtag we got Lawrence. I think I should say we got Lawrence if you start taking people out. But yeah. Happy guys? Lawrence, let's speak to you. Come over. I don't know. It was just a terrible joke, really.
I did take a few people out in the last race, okay, so yeah.
So they did get Lawrence.
Yeah,
So
got Lawrence. Oh, right, yeah, I get it now, yeah. Go on, what have you got?
sense of humour is great. So happy with fourth?
In the circumstances, yes, because we picked up a bit of wheel damage halfway through qualifying. Had to qualify on 1 older and 3 newer tyres. And the time in the pit lane was all the tyres cooled down and everything like that. So to get back up to fourth was good. I think without that, we could have challenged for second, looking at the gaps. So, yeah.
It was particularly close, wasn't it, between second and fourth? I think it was about 600s.
Yeah, so I think without that issue, yeah, it's not guaranteed, but yeah. Anyway, fourth is good. I mean, qualifying, as long as you're in the top 5, if you're on the lead lap at the end of the first stint, you know, it's all to play for. See how it goes.
Well, best of luck. Best of luck to all of you. Thank you for speaking to us, Lawrence. Okay, let's keep moving on. We've got GKD Racing, Universal Racing here. Who's going to speak to me from Universal Racing? We're all pointing at him, so off you come. Right, that was not, unlike what happened on the demonstration, that went to plan. Top clubman team, 6th place. You surprised you got a few teams between yourself and the next clubman team as well, so you must be happy with that.
Yeah, no, of course we are. I mean, obviously we're a little bit out of place where we probably should be in the clubman, but yeah, you know, we can't complain, and obviously we'll do our best to try and keep as many carts between us and the rest of the clubmans as we can, and then and just keep moving forward is always the way. So yeah, pretty pleased.
It's been a turn of pace, isn't it? A turn of luck in a way as well, because you haven't had the best of season in it so far. So this a real positive step.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, this is the first time I've driven with these guys, but you know, the cart's great. They've got a good little setup here, so yeah, you know, we can really make this work.
And what about the run down towards turn number 1? What's the plan going down towards there? I guess you've got what two rows until the next clubman team. Try and get across it. You're going to sacrifice a place or two to just try and sneak into the inside.
Yeah, I mean, obviously outside is never the ideal place to be, but yeah, you know, if we can tuck in before the first corner or whatever, then great. If not, obviously we'll try and hang it around the outside and try and make some places at the hairpin. But yeah, just hang on and survive, I think, is the first lap. But yeah.
Be a hero. Do it. All right, all the best. Thank you very much for speaking to us. Okay, we're going to keep moving down. I wanted to speak to Mike Spencer. Where's he gone? There he is. How you doing? Mike Spencer. It's good to see you here. Legend. How long's it been since you've raced?
It's been about 12 months till I drove a kart a couple of weeks ago. Since I raced, 6 years.
Wow, so quite a long time. How are you feeling to be here now? Excited?
You don't forget, you know, it's, it'd be good. It's good to be able to do a bit more racing, doing a little bit more later in the year of MSA stuff as well, a bit of F100, and, you know, I enjoy the Pro-Karting and the long races. Just, you know, key is keep it consistent and just keep putting the laps in and save the tyres for the end of the race.
And you're going to be starting the race, are you?
Yeah, starting the race, do the first hour and a half.
So you're looking forward to that, run down towards turn number 1, getting stuck back in again?
Yeah, it'll all come back to me.
And Global Karting, how's it all going? Of course, good results for you this year?
Yeah, not too bad. Little Ginchard's doing really well. You know, he's laying second in the British at the moment. We had a bit of a sort of a couple of problems at Shennington in the first final, which cost us a few points. But, you know, there's 2 rounds to go and there's 2 points in the championship, so should be good.
And he's here tomorrow, I think, is he, for IKL?
I think, yeah, Daniel's racing tomorrow, but Tom and Daniel might even turn up this afternoon just to have a watch. So.
See how the man himself does it. Thank you very much, Mike, for speaking to us. I do really appreciate that. Right, let's keep moving on. I want to speak to, well, we've got, who have we got here? We've got the number 7, Lambo Racing. We've got Polish Lambo, Artifacts. We'll keep moving down. March Racing are here. We got HP Racing there in 15th place. Nick Griggs, I mean, not a recommended driving position there, but give it a go. Why not? They're in the number 30. We've got KA Racing here. Euro Lambo are down here as well, so we'll speak to them and find out what happened. We'll speak to Joe. Should have been my cameraman. Nick's taken your place. He's already doing a better job, I must say. Yeah, there we go. What's happened? Why are we down here?
Setup. It's just finding grip. We're struggling. Kart doesn't feel as comfortable as it has in other rounds. The back end seems to be a little bit out, and then you're sort of having to come off the power to ease in to compensate. It's just overall setup. It's just finding out whether the grip levels have changed on the track from the rain, the other events that have gone on, all the other bits. It's all changed. So we're trying to adapt to setting, and we'll see. A couple of minor little changes between qualifying and now. We'll see where it goes. We'll just be consistent and try and slug it through and get up somewhere half decent.
You think you've had the experience over the last few races to be able to deal with this? Are you particularly worried about being down this far?
I don't think so. It all changes at the end of the first lap. You never know. There's offs, people barging through. There's a lot that can happen. It's racing. It's a 4-hour race as well. So there's a lot of time that we can make up. We just got to keep it consistent and smooth. I know on qualifying on paper, not quite as good as we'd want to be, but you have to remember that's going to be the team's fastest drivers putting in their best times. They're not necessarily going to do that consistently through the lap, whereas we feel we can constantly maintain the speed that we're at, which was sort of a good pace to be at. So again, it's about overall stability and keeping the pace going and keeping the laps as consistent as you can, rather than yo-yoing up and down through the times. And but we'll see how it goes. Positive, all positive.
Positive from the Italian mafia boss himself. Look at that. Thanks very much. Right, let's keep moving down the grid, because there's one more team I want to speak to. That is HRS. It's a car that's been stranded at the moment. You fancy going this one, Nick? You fancy driving this? There's absolutely no one here. So that could explain why they're down this far. No drivers. I might consider jump. Oh, here we go. We've got some changes being made to this kart. So we might have to skip this interview then. Is there another driver that we could speak to? No. Okay. I think go away was the message there. Let's speak to someone towards the very back of the grid. Why not? We've got Emmerich Racing in the 60, and we've got Wix Racing here. Hello, Wix Racing. How are we doing?
Not too bad, thank you.
How's it all going so far? Of course, I imagine you'd want to be a bit further up, but you're looking to...
Nice, yeah, but at least we're here.
You're looking to move up then? What's your aim for the race?
At the front.
At the very front, yeah. Yes, aim high, why not? What have you thought to the... We've had some changes made to Pylon, where all the drivers were brought out onto the track. What did you make of it?
It's been like that for years, isn't it? So everyone's still going to jump the curb.
So it didn't make a difference, basically?
No.
What do you think?
Yeah, it won't make a difference too much to our line. I'll go between the curb just because it's smoother and less damage to the kart, less like jumping about. It's just smoother line. You know, if it was smoother, then you'd take it normally, but it's just that's why I do it like that.
What would be the solution? Does it need to be changed, do you think? Is this something we shouldn't even be looking into?
It depends. If it's just a safety thing, then yeah, you know, but I think it's all right at the moment as long as no one goes right up on that dangerous bit, you know, and you've put some tyres there now, so I think it's temporary fix, but I think it works all right.
Thank you very much. We're going to wrap up there. If you come forward, come to me, Nick, spin round, and that is the grid. This is round 6. Let's go racing.